Hi, I'm Jim, and this is Call to Battle. I wonder if you've ever seen those videos where kids are talking about what their parents are like now that they're grandparents, how different they are. Well, I'm going to show a little clip of one, and just in case you haven't seen one, you probably have. Let me show you it.
Telling you right now that the moment our parents become grandparents, they're body snatched. They are body snatched and they are no longer the same people that raised us. Nothing could have prepared me for the absolute 180 that was my parents' personality the moment they were given grandchildren.
That's great. Now, I want to say that what this woman's saying is exactly right. There isn't even close to an exaggeration. Matter of fact, she could go further into it, and there's no exaggeration of what grandparents are like. Now, let me give an explanation. I became a grandparent almost a year ago. My little girl is going to be about a year. It's going to be a year in May, and I want to tell you what goes through a grandparent's mind. Now, when we had our children, I'll talk about my wife and I. Man, we have three sons, and oh man, we love those boys. And we loved raising them, and it was a joy. And of course, a lot of difficulties along the way too. They're children. But as they grew, it went by so fast. Because you're doing so many things. You're paying bills, you're going to work, you're going to their events, and they're just growing so fast. And it's just mind-boggling. And then one day, they're grown. They've moved out. And you're looking at each other, your wife and I, my wife and I look at each other like, what happened? What happened? And then this miracle happens. A grandchild. And it's like you get to stop time. You get this grandchild, and you get to relive their childhood, but slowly. You get to savor every moment, because remember, when you're with your grandchild, it's not like you have to do anything. My wife isn't doing dishes. I'm not doing lawn work. We're not having to do activities. We are able to give that child 100% of our focus, because we're not the parent. We just get them for short periods of time, but we're reliving like our children being young again, except we get to do it slowly, and it reminds us of what our children were like. But yet we enjoy this new life, this child. This is our son's child. My son's a dad. And there's such an excitement and a joy to it that when you're with this grandchild, it's amazing. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, when my boys were born, I was there for all their births. I enjoyed it. It was a miracle. It was amazing. But I didn't cry. But when my granddaughter was born, I cried. I was shocked. But oh man, that little girl has got my heart completely. As she gets older, she'll be able to say to me, "Hey, Poppy, can we have ice cream for dinner?" And the answer is going to be yes. Now, if my boys asked me, the answer was no. But it's just a moment where you get to just watch this child in slow motion. Like, I get to savor every moment, and it's just such a precious thing. I remember when my father used to say, we were all grown. My parents had 6 children. And I remember my dad saying to me one time, "I'd give anything to have one day where all of you were small again. I get it now. I would love a day where my boys were all small again, like little, and I could play with them and wrestle with them. I can't. That's not reality. But I have it in my grandchild, where just savoring the moment." So that's why grandparents can be so strange, is you don't understand. We're seeing our kids small again. We're seeing our grandchild, this new being, this new individual, and able to savor every second, every moment. That's one reason we're so different. The other reason too is we don't have the responsibility of parent. I tell my son, it's crazy. It's going to go by so fast. You get so much to do, but try and savor those moments. I know it's hard, but as grandparents, you can. So that's one reason us grandparents are a little nutty. But I tell you, that grandchild or grandchildren, I hope to have grandchildren, it's wonderful. And it's parents being filled with joy again, reminded of what a joy it was to raise our own children, enjoying this new life and being part of her life. And hopefully, I'm hoping grandparents, I know for my wife and I, we want to do everything we can to make raising that child as joyful as we can for our child. So, well, God bless. You have a great day. I know I'm going to. I get to see my little ginger snap this afternoon, and I am so excited. And spending time with her, can't get enough of her. Well, you have a great day.